Hey y'all, Rob the American here, and as you can see, well maybe you can't see, I'm hiding under the stairs at Manchester Oxford Road train station because it is wet. It is wet. The rains have returned, but we knew eventually they would come. Anyway, we are heading north back to Glasgow, Scotland, because we have been invited to an event thrown by James Porter and Son Jewelers for the watch brand NOMOS, and NOMOS is a brand I haven't really looked at before on my channel, so we're going to Scotland. We're going to have a sit down with the NOMOS folks and have a sit down with our good pal Simon Porter and look at some new watches from them also. So stick around. We've made it into Glasgow. Unfortunately, the weather here sucks too, but we will make the best of whatever situation we are dealt. We're heading over to Porter and Son to see our pals over there and to see what's happening tonight. All right, y'all, look who we have back here. We have one of our first returning guests. He's allowed me to victimize him one more time. Simon Porter, good to see you again.
Nice to see you. Twice in a month.
It just gets better and better and better and better and better. And I'm here back in Glasgow for a special, well, you're actually the reason why we've come back, an invitation that I was given. Can you tell us about what's going on?
Yeah, so we're having an evening tonight with Nomos. First time Nomos have visited us here in the store. We've been a stockist for, I think, maybe 4 years,
wow.
5 years.
Okay.
But as you know, Watches and Wonders, they launched the Worldtimer, and this is an event to launch the new caliber. Fabulous watches.
And we've got, hopefully, we're allegedly going to be speaking with them later on, and they'll kind of share their watches and stuff. Well, super. Well, it's great to be back.
Much more detail than I can.
And probably not in a Scottish accent, as I'm guessing. We're going to look at some more of the brands that y'all carry, and I think we're going to start with I know that one of your personal favorites, Formex.
Yes.
What's the story with these?
Well, Formex is a new brand to us. They're manufactured, cases, bracelets, dials are manufactured in-house by themselves.
Where are they based?
They're in Biel in Switzerland.
Okay.
So they've got three kind of main collections. The one in your hand now is the Reef, which, the beauty of them is that the bracelets and clasps, the bracelets and straps are interchangeable. The bezel's interchangeable. You can take the bezel off.
Wow.
Incredibly good value. COSC certified. So this one here is the Essence. So I think we looked at it last time as well, but this was a COSC certified for 1440 in-house dial. It's got a suspension system, so
so it goes, so
it's incredibly comfortable to wear on the wrist.
Kind of like a bumper thing, if shock absorber, kind of built-in shock absorber. Oh, very cool.
So it was very well received by the kind of collectors community. We had an event a few weeks ago, which was fantastic. Raphael came over, who's the owner of the company.
This is kind of funky. I kind of like this one.
So that's the Field collection, which the reason why he came over was to launch. There's a new Field collection, which is 3 new dial colours. So nice blue, a salmon dial, and a kind of grey, basalt grey.
What do we have going on here?
So this is Awake. So this is the French brand using Vietnamese lacquer. So it's like a silver leaf lacquer, and these two have just arrived.
These dials are absolutely stunning. Wow. This is a brand that both you and I are super fond of. What's going on here?
So this is the Czapek Antarctique.
We love us some Czapek.
And that's the Glacier Blue, 40.5.
Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. I've been a fan like you for Czapek for many years, and I've been a fan since before the Antarctique was launched, which is obviously the collection which has caught the imagination of most watch fans.
And you're holding a different version. What you got there?
I've got the Salmon. That's the smaller case size.
Oh, right. I first saw this brand, of all places, in Austin, Texas, at Corman's Jewelers when I was down with my family. And tell us about this brand.
So Norcane, so that's the wild one skeleton. Yeah, I mean, we took them on just before Christmas. We were one of the first retailers in the UK.
All right.
And that's a limited edition of 400, I think.
Oh, this specific color.
Yeah, that color, the mint.
But this is the smaller size.
That's the smaller size, yeah.
39 millimeter, I think.
Yes, against 42.
Yeah, I think this is. Oh no! Look at this.
Yeah, it's the pink.
Look at that. Oh, this is a brand that we both know and love. Grand Seiko. This is one that I hadn't seen before. What's up with that?
Yeah, so that's a new limited edition Mountainscape, which has just come out in the last kind of month or two from Watches and Wonders.
Oh, very good.
High beat movement, limited to 1,200 pieces, and it's the Evo 9 collection.
What's the best way for folks to get a hold of you if they want to see some of this?
So our website is james-porter.co.uk.
All right, so james-porter.co.uk.
That's a mouthful.
I'm making it definitely more difficult than it needs to be. And y'all's Instagram
is James Porter and Son Watches.
James Porter and Son Watches.
Yeah.
And obviously the best way is for folks to come visit y'all in Glasgow.
Yeah, say we've got many brands that no other store has.
Very good. All right, folks, y'all know what to do. Come on in and be sure and tell them that Rob the American sent you. All right, Simon, thanks very much.
Lovely to see you.
Good to see you again. All right, y'all, I've got a special treat for you. I have Katrin with me from Nomos. Katrin, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad to be with you on your channel.
Thank you. And what's your role with Nomos?
I work in communications for Nomos. I more focus on the English language side of things, so international and
right.
Glasgow in Scotland, for example.
And it's a German company, and yet you don't sound like them.
I don't.
I don't mean it in a bad way or anything.
I am actually originally from Scotland.
Okay. All right. So this is kind of home for you.
It is. I'm glad to be back.
Well, very good. Now, I will say that I was in Geneva at Watches and Wonders this year, and I met some of your fellow Nomosians, or however you say it, and they were super friendly. And what caught my eye was y'all's new Worldtimer. And it has really opened my eyes towards the brand and towards some of the history of Nomos. Can you give me a little background about the company?
Sure. So we're owner operated. We're completely independent, not part of any larger group.
Okay.
Founded back in 1990.
1990.
So
all right.
we're 30 years ago, and we're based.
It's 1990, 30 years ago.
Oh, God, bad news.
I feel so old. So sorry about that. Carry on.
Yes. And we're based in Glashutte, which is a small town in Saxony, Germany.
Right.
And it has a really long history of watchmaking that actually goes back to 1845.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right. I recognized the name, and I know there's some other watch companies that are all located, I guess, in the same region close by.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And why don't we have a look at some of the watches?
That sounds great.
All right. Now, what got me was what I saw at Watches and Wonders, and that's this. Can you tell us about this model?
So that's one of our newest releases. That's a Worldtimer. It's called Club Sport Neomatik Worldtimer Blue.
Okay.
Don't have to explain why it's blue, obviously. The world time function is what you can see around the edge of the dial, as well as on that sub-dial at 3.
Okay.
So around the edge of the dial, you have time zones, 24.
Oh, right. So that's... Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Okay.
And then on the sub-dial, you have a home time sub-dial, and that is showing the time where you're from. So you'd set that one time, say here in Glasgow.
Right.
And as you travel the world, you can keep track of the time here while you're somewhere else.
So you actually have both times at the same time, so you don't have to keep changing your... So if I go home to Texas, which is 6 hours behind here, then I'd have Houston time and UK time.
Yes, so you'd have UK time on the sub-dial, and then of course where you are, Houston, Texas, would be on the main dial.
Wow. And what a few things that stood out to me is how thin this watch is for a world time, for this complication. I don't think I've ever seen one so thin.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you noticed that, because it is actually one of the thinnest Worldtimers out there. It is well, the movement, 9.9 millimeters in height.
Wow.
Really quite thin. And it just means it wears really nicely on the wrist. So at 40 millimeters in diameter, it's just a really nice, comfortable size.
I mean, I'll show y'all because I'll have this on the wrist, and it wears like a dream, like a dream. And y'all, I know you have the blue, and then there's this silver with the kind of a blue outer ring.
Yeah, it's a touch more playful there, a little bit more color in the dial, just depending on your particular taste, but the function is the same. So again, you've got the sub-dial as well as the main dial where you can display 24 different time zones.
Now, y'all did some special limited number ones that I've got that I'll show everyone, and those, I think they were snapped up like that.
Yeah.
What was that about?
So they were 6 limited edition colorways, and I think people just love how we play with color. So I think that's why they went so fast.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Even here at Porter and Son, I mean, I think that what they've had have gone very quickly, but they are amazing, y'all, and I will show you that. You'd be super jealous. All right, excellent. And then there's a couple of other models that I've noticed. This one, with this really rich blue. This is one of my favorites of y'all's. What's this?
So this is Club Campus, that's the name of the series, and every year we release this version of the watch in 2 new colors. So this is Night Sky here in a deep blue.
And I've got one more, another one. This one is Pure Class. What's this?
Oh, so here we have our Minimatik model, and here it's in a bit of a larger size, 39 millimeters in diameter.
Okay.
I would say it's a playful, modern dress watch. It has a date function, as you can see, right at the edge of the dial at 3.
Right.
And it has a beautiful new movement as well, poweriness.
Yeah, I want to show y'all that too. That was that. Well, I don't want to try and explain it. I'll just show y'all, and then I'll let you explain it because this is absolutely spectacular.
Yes, it features more polishing. You can see basically the entire back is a display back where you can see the entire movement, and the covering of the date ring with that polishing, that's a new feature that we haven't had in previous calibers.
That's a wow. That is a wow. And what I really like about this is my viewers know I'm a fan of dress watches, but a lot of people think they're old-fashioned. Oh, that's an old man's watch, and yet this one does have a dress vibe, but it feels modern. It does not feel dated or grandpa. It doesn't feel grandpa-ish.
I'm glad you say that. Our idea is you can dress it down, maybe with more casual wear, but then also if you are going to more formal occasions, this watch would absolutely be suitable.
Oh my gosh, this is very cool too. All right, Katrin, what's the best way for people that don't know about Nomos to get in touch or to find out more?
Probably head to our website,
okay,
head to our socials, and head to our nearest retailer like Porter & Son.
And what's the website is?
NOMOS-Glashutte.com.
NOMOS Glashutte.com.
That's it.
And the Instagram?
Same thing.
Same thing.
NOMOS_Glashutte.
All right. Well, if you put in Nomos and watches, I think you'll be able to get it. And then any of the retailers.
We have over 500 worldwide.
Wow.
So if you head to our website and you find us there, then you can just find the nearest retailer near you.
Katrin, listen, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And it's so nice to be coming here at Porter & Son because they're showing all these new watches. There's a big party tonight, and I'm gonna bring y'all along with me. So stick around. It's just a matter of minutes before all the crowds start coming. I'm super excited. Let's get this party started. All right, y'all, that's going to be it for me from Glasgow. What an amazing time we've had. Of course, we've got huge thank yous to our good pals at Porter & Son, Simon Porter, and the rest of the gang for always being so hospitable to me. And of course, to the good folks at NOMOS. Man, y'all have to check out those watches, especially those new Worldtimers. They are fantastic. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below on your thoughts on anything you've seen today. And of course, my Instagram is Rob the American. That's Rob_the_American. Follow that and join me again for some more watch talk. Take good care.